Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing fine. History, Chapter 2, From Trade to Political Supremacy. Students, yesterday we have learned mercantilism, the origin of. Students, you know Indian goods which were great in demand in Europe. Indian goods like Indian spices, silk, textile, indigo, which were very much in demand in Europe. During the medieval period, Arab traders controlled this trade through the sea route. But when conflict and war started between the Turks and the Europeans, this trade was disrupted. So, in order to get the Indian goods, which were much in demand in Europe, the Western traders decided to find a new sea routes to India. The first European trader to discover a new sea route to India were the Portuguese. They were followed by the Dutch, English, and finally the French. All of them formed trading companies. Their primary aim was to capture the profit rising markets of India. During the medieval period, only Arab traders controlled this trade through the sea route. So later on, these Europeans also started trade with India. So the conflict between the Turks and the Europeans, this trade was disrupted. So in order to get the Indian goods, the Western trader decided to find a new sea route to India. So the first European trader to discover a new sea route to India were the Portuguese. Is it clear? From the 17th century onwards, trading companies from Portugal, Holland, England, France, and Denmark began to set up their base in India. They established their trading centers in different parts of the country, especially in the coastal areas. Here, can I ask one question? Why did the companies prefer the coast to set up their trading centers? I will repeat the question. Why did the companies prefer the coast to set up their trading centers? Companies preferred near the coast to set up their trading center. It was closer to the sea. Being closer to the sea means they can export and import things through the sea. It makes their work much easier. So, being closer to the sea means they can import and export things through the sea. It makes their work much easier. Look at this picture. Who is he? Vasco da Gama. So Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese sailor, first discovered a sea route to India via the Cape of Good Hope in 1498 and arrived at Calicut. Where is Calicut? In Kerala. So the Portuguese were the first to establish political power in India along the west coast. So in 1498, Portuguese navigator and explorer Vasco da Gama discovered the new sea route that linked India to Europe via the Cape of Good Hope. So he is the first man to discover the new sea route. The route taken by Vasco da Gama crew can be represented as Europe West African coast, Southern Africa, Cape of Good Hope, Calicut, modern day Kozhikode in Kerala. This had become necessarily because of the rise of Ottoman Empire in Turkey and West Asia that prevented European traders from using their traditional land route. Subsequently, several groups of Portuguese traders reached the Malabar coast in South India. They established their settlements at Calicut, Cochin, Goa, Daman, and Diu. Goa continued to be occupied by the Portuguese till 1968, when it was liberated and became part of India. So the Portuguese was the first European power to establish their trading and administrative centers in India, as well as many other parts of Southeast Asia. They controlled several important sea routes in the region. After the arrival of other more powerful trade rivals from Europe, however, the Portuguese could only manage to retain their positions in western India. Students, look at this Indian map. You can see Portuguese settlements here. So the Portuguese established settlements at Calicut, Cochin, Goa, Daman and Diu. All these places you can see here and understood what is the symbol was given to Portuguese settlements. Wherever that symbol was there, that place was Portuguese settlements. The next European powers in India is the Dutch. Who are the Dutch? Dutch people are the Dutch are a Germanic ethnic group and nation native to the Netherlands. By the early 17th century, the Dutch too were exploring the possibilities of trade in the Indian Ocean. The Dutch established their trading centers at Surat, Ahmedabad, Bhuj, Nagapattinam and Masulipatam. However, the Dutch were more interested in the Far East. They established their colonial empire in Java and Indonesia. The last European people to arrive were the French. The French East India Company was formed in 1664, the reign of King Louis XIV to trade with India. In 1668, the French established their first factory at Surat and 1669 another French factory at Masulipatam. Dupleix, the governor of French East India Company. He had the ambition of establishing French Indian Empire brought him to direct conflict with East India Company. 1674, French East India Company established trading center at Pondicherry, which eventually became the chief French settlement in India. So Pondicherry is the chief French settlement in India. Struggle for power after the establishment of trading companies by the various European powers, a conflict broke among them. The problem was that all the companies were interested in buying the same things. Competition among the companies inevitably pushed up the prices at which these goods could be purchased, and this reduced the profits that could be earned. All of them wanted to buy these goods at low prices in India and sell them very high prices elsewhere, particularly in Europe. Since profits from trade were huge, each European country vied for a greater share of this trade. However, the quantum of trade was not sufficient to sustain all the companies. Little by little, the profits earned by them began to shrink. The only way the trading companies could flourish by eliminating rival competitors. The urge to secure markets therefore led to five battles between the trading companies. Through the 17th and 18th century, they regularly sank each other's ships, blockaded routes, and prevented rival ships from moving with supplies of goods. In course of time, the Portuguese, the Dutch, and Danes were ousted from the Indian trade. The English and the French became the key players dominating trade between India and Europe. Look at this Indian map. You can see here Portuguese settlement, Dutch settlement, French settlements, and English settlements. That's all for today class. I hope you all understood. Meet you in the next class. Till then, revise the chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.